Lincoln Carson. I'm the corporate pastry chef for the Mina Group. I picked red velvet cake because it's something I've always wanted to like and I've always been disappointed in. It deserved to be rethought and it deserved maybe to be played with and do something a little bit more interesting and give it a twist. I'm using products that I know intimately that have innately great flavor qualities and flavor profiles. Start out with Valrhona cocoa powder. We've got Valrhona cocoa nibs, the Valrhona P125, and then I'm featuring their new chocolate, the Opalese White. So we're going to start with the Valrhona Opalese White. We're making a chocolate cremeux. Bring your sugar, your milk up to a scald. We're adding our hydrated gelatin to that, dissolving it, emulsifying into our melted chocolate, and then emulsifying in with our creme fraiche. It's best if that is allowed to set up for 8 to 12 hours. The process for our P125 ganache, kind of similar. We're essentially making a ganache that we're stabilizing with gelatin. Starting out with our sugar, our milk, our cream, bringing that up to a scald. We're making a creme anglaise with that hot liquid, cooking egg yolks in the hot liquid to about 176 Fahrenheit until it's fairly thick. Adding our hydrated gelatin to that liquid and then emulsifying that into the melted P125. As far as the ganache, it should be allowed to crystallize for 8 to 12 hours. The red velvet cake, at its core, it's essentially a beet genoise. And when I first started making this cake, it was in a different form, and it was only beet genoise. And I started thinking about the red velvet cake and did a little bit of research, and I found that people originally used beet juice to color it. I was a big fan of taking something that looked like one thing and giving it the flavor of something else, and by incorporating some Valrhona cocoa powder into it, we were able to bring a little bit of that cocoa flavor, which I think is a little bit earthy, and the beets certainly when they're roasted, very earthy, but also very fruity. So that's a central component and flavor element on the plate. And I mean, even to take that to the garnish of bull's blood, which is just a baby beet shoot, you know, it makes sense within the context of the plate. You're reinforcing those flavors that are already there, and also with something beautiful that's gorgeous garnish. So this is our Valrhona cocoa nib ice cream. Our finished red velvet cake as a plated dessert. I mean, I think that's one of the great things about being a chef is that you're able to bring back people's flavor memories, whether it's a candy bar or an ice cream or, you know, a red velvet cake. The fact that you have that memory for 20 or 30 years and that you eat that thing and you're transported somewhere else, I mean, that's pretty strong stuff. I think Valrhona's helped me achieve continued levels of creativity through their product. The fact that they've got such unique chocolates that they come from single origins around the world, or they're incredible blends. You know, to find the different flavor profiles that are available in them, I think can inspire what you do with that particular chocolate. What they provide to the professional community with technical information, with inspiration through the desserts that they put out through their team that they run a school, I think they, in a very literal sense, inspire a lot of pastry chefs.